From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
An option run with Tua. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Back at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Going deep here for Parker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
The score, Dolphins 7, Ravens 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Raven first down.
Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
It's a gain.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 48 yards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Tua hit and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes left side.
Prime time, baby.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Line 14, line 14. What we got? What we got? What we got? Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Check, cross, cross, cross.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to float this one. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play is, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, good footwork on the spin. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Rolling to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, D. Mike 14, Mike 14. Oh, you got D. Mike 14, Mike 14.
Tua, the final shot before half. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak.
And got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a throw here, hauled in. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mike 10, 65. 65. 10's the mic. 10's the mic.
They run again with Breida. And some room to roam now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick upon his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They're going deep downfield for Boykin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating some.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
The ball carrier.
5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Mike 14. Mike 14. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 14.
Tua on 4th down. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made here at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And Tua going to keep on the option. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Mike 14, defense, win shit. 14's the mic, 14's the mic. It's out.
On second down, Tua. He's airing it out for Williams, and that's caught inside the 30. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Again, Jackson. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
By the Ravens.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
33-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and goal, Baltimore.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the option, here's Tua. Oh, no time to pitch it, and down he goes. And it's in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson, option right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Ravens.